Hi children, welcome back in our online English classes. Dear students, I hope you all are fine and enjoying watching videos. Keep watching our videos regularly and study regularly. Students, in our previous video, we have finished our 8th lesson and then now let's turn towards the next lesson, that is lesson number 9 on the page number 95, Uncle Kane at the wicket. So students, a wicket is word used here. It means this lesson is related to the cricket game only. But one incident is mentioned in this lesson. So let's see what is starter kit is given here. Name the items you see in this picture. So what picture is given here? So which items you can see here? Just write their names or tell their names. Okay. You can see here bat, stumps, ball. Okay. So and these pads. In a game of cricket, what does the bowler try to do? What does the batsman try to do? What do the fielders try to do? And what does the wicket keeper try to do? So these are the questions related to this lesson. Okay, so it is for general basic knowledge. You can discuss these questions with your partner. We will just start this lesson now. Get set. I'm reading this lesson, this first paragraph for you. You can read by looking in your textbook, or otherwise you can look at the screen only. Uncle Ken, Dad's younger brother, was living with us at Kanpur. Aunt Emily, the eldest of my three aunts, lived at Lucknow with her husband and three children. So students, in the first line only we can read about Uncle Ken. And whoever the narrator of this our story, the narrator says us that, or author says us that his dad's uncle is Uncle Ken, and his dad's younger brother. Okay, younger means smaller one. Okay, now so he lived in Kanpur, and Aunt Emily is the eldest of my three aunts, and she lived in Lucknow with her husband and three children. One day, Uncle Ken announced that he was going to Lucknow to stay with Aunt Emily. So it is told here that announcement declared in the home that he wants to go to Aunt Emily at Lucknow. So what happens to Lucknow? Let's see on the page number 96. She has three children and a school to look after, said Granny. Don't stay there too long. So as Uncle Ken decided to go to Lucknow, so Granny cared of her daughter, means Aunt Emily, and she just told to Uncle Ken that she has three children and a school to look after. Okay, so don't stay there too long, means you don't disturb her. Okay, so you are going there as a guest, so come early. Don't stay there for a long time. Now she doesn't mind how long I stay, said Uncle Ken grumpily, and off he went. So here, students, Uncle Ken is speaking to himself only in a low voice. She doesn't know how long I am staying there. So grumpily means angrily in a bad tempered way. So he is angry here. So let's see next line what is there. Uncle Ken's visit to Lucknow proved very interesting and memorable. We heard about it much later. So now the author is explaining here what happened with Uncle Ken. When Uncle Ken went to Lucknow, there was a good experiences there, and it is very memorable as well as interesting thing. But author knew these all things later. Okay, so we can see one picture. We can see it is looking one celebrity, and some peoples are around him. They are garlanding him. So this person is no one but Uncle Kane is only. So let's see why these people are garlanding him and why they are welcoming him. So when Uncle Kane got down at Lucknow railway station, a large crowd gathered around him. Everyone was waving to him and shouting words, welcome in Hindi, Urdu and English. So when Uncle Kane got down from the train at the Lucknow railway station, so there were a large crowd of people and they all gathered around Uncle Kane and they all were welcoming to our Kane uncle in English, in Hindi, in Urdu. Okay. So before Uncle Kane could make out what it was all about, his neck was filled high with garlands of marigold. He could hardly open his mouth to say a word. Means actually Uncle Kane is also surprised here. He does not know what is going on and why these people are welcoming me. But before talking or before saying a word, so all people just put down the garlands around his neck. Now students, let's see next paragraph. You can highlight new words, whatever the words are there. Okay. A young man came forward and announced, the Gomti Cricketing Association welcomes you to the historical city of Lucknow. Then he quickly led Uncle Kane to a car that was waiting outside the station for them. The students, when he was thinking, Uncle Kane, why these all people welcoming me? Just one man come there and he announced, the Gomati Cricketing Association welcomes you to the historical city of Lucknow. So it means the all people was there on behalf of the Gomati Cricketing Association and they all were welcoming to Uncle Kane and he quickly lead Uncle Kane to a car that was waiting outside the station for them. So they went in a car. So all words are given here. New words: grumpily, make out, and marigold is a flower, orange yellow flower. Okay. In Hindi we call it genda. Now page number 97. Uncle Ken had no idea of where he was being taken and why he was being given such a VIP treatment. While he was yet wondering about all this, the car drove into the sports stadium. Only then did Uncle Ken realize that he was expected to play in a cricket match. Now, students, Uncle Ken is totally confused. He didn't know what is going on there. So, students, when he was in car, and after sometimes he just went to the stadium only. So in car he was getting VIP treatment from the people. Okay, and he was totally wondered about these all things. So when he come out from the car at the stadiums only directly, so then he understood that now these people want to play me cricket. Okay, now they want to play in a cricket match. So what happened was in fact like this. Now here the fact is given actually what confusion is, why this confusion happened. Bruce Hallam, the famous English cricketer, was touring India and had agreed to play in a charity match at Lucknow. The previous evening he was in Delhi and had gone to bed with an upset stomach, so he hadn't been able to catch the train. He had sent a message to the organizers of the match in Lucknow, but they didn't get it. The cricket fans of Lucknow had arrived at the station in droves to welcome the great cricketer, and by a strange coincidence, Uncle K. So students, Bruce Hallam, the famous English cricketer, was touring to India. ब्रूस हेलम नाम का एक क्रिकेटर है, इंग्लिश क्रिकेटर है, वो इंडिया आने वाला था. और but what happened? The previous evening he was in Delhi and had gone to bed with an upset stomach. So before going to Lucknow, previous evening he was in Delhi only, and his stomach was upset, means he was not feeling good or well. Okay, so he hadn't been able to catch the train, and that's why he could not catch the train in the morning for Lucknow. So he sent a message to the organizer of this match, but they didn't get it. Okay, but they did not see the message from Bruce Hallam, and this was one big confusion here. And in coincidence is given here that Uncle Ken also looked a lot like Bruce Hallam only. So he even had a bald patch. बाल पैच का मतलब होता है कि बाल नहीं थे, मतलब जैसा कि टक्कल होना, जैसा ब्रूस हैलम को टक्कल था उसी सेम उसी तरह से अंकल केन के भी बाल नहीं थे. ओके, सो and he was wearing a blazer also, so hence all the confusion was created. तो यहाँ पे हमारे अंकल केन ने भी ब्लेजर पहना और सेम उनका फेस स्ट्रक्चर था, इसलिए all these organizer and all the people of this Gomati cricketing association where they all were confused. Okay, Uncle Ken received a rousing reception and a magnificent breakfast at the stadium. Now he felt that it would be very unsporting on his part if he refused to play cricket for them. If I can hit a tennis ball, he mused, I ought to be able to hit a cricket ball also. And luckily, he had a white shirt and a pair of white trousers in his suitcase. Now see students here, Uncle Ken is in very big trouble because he don't know how to play cricket. So he is thinking that maybe it would be good if I got chance to play hockey. Okay, and luckily he had a white t-shirt and means white shirt and pair of white trousers in his suitcase. So after having this much breakfast, he was feeling very unsporting. Okay, unsporting का मतलब होता है कि खेलने का मूड नहीं था. Okay, so he was feeling unsporting, unfair. Then on his part, he refused to play cricket for them. Okay, so he was not able to play, so he mused himself only. So what is meant by muse? Let's see. Muse means, yes, thought to himself in silence. So खुद में ही सोच रहा था इस तरह से. Okay, students. Now let's see page number 98. The Gomati team won the toss and decided to bat. Uncle Kane was expected to go in at number 3, Bruce Hallam's normal position. He soon found himself walking to the wicket. First ball he received was short pitched. He was able to deal with it in tennis fashion. It went to the mid-wicket boundary and the crowd cheered lustily. Okay. So student, what is going on here? So Gomati team won the toss. अभी इनकी जो टीम थी उन्होंने ही टॉस जीता और अंकल केन जो थे वो 3 नंबर पे जाने वाले थे. ओके, जैसा कि ब्रूस हैलम की नॉर्मल पोजीशन है. So he saw that I am going to the wicket, walking to the wicket. Okay, so the first ball he received was short pitch. तो पहले स्टार्टिंग का जो बॉल आया वो बहुत ही शॉर्ट पिच था. तो उसने उसको एकदम टेनिस के जैसा ही खेला, जिस तरह से टेनिस आपने शायद देखा होगा, टेनिस बॉल जैसा होता है उसी तरह से. It went to the mid wicket boundary. और विकेट की जो बाउंड्री होती है वहां से बस आधे में ही वो गया, लेकिन it was beginning, so people cheered lustily. Now what is lustily? It is adverb used in this sentence. It means vigorously, energetically. तो मैच अभी शुरू हो रहा है, तो people, all people are very energetic here. Now next ball hit Uncle Kane on the pad. He was right in front of his wicket. He should have been given out leg before wicket, LBW, but the umpire hesitated to raise his finger. After all, hundreds of people had paid a lot of money to see Bruce Hallam play, and it would be a shame to disappoint them. Now, students, we saw first ball was as it was. Okay, he didn't make any run, just as a tennis ball he played it, and it was just in the middle of the boundary only. Okay, and when second ball came, it was LBW out. His ball came and hit to his leg only, but the umpire also hesitated. He did not raise his finger to show the wicket. He just hesitated. उसको भी शर्म आई, ऐसा महसूस हुआ कि इतना बड़ा प्लेयर है और इसको हम दूसरे बॉल में कैसा आउट कर दें. After all, hundreds of people had paid a lot of money on in that stadium. People came uh, after buying tickets for the match. Okay, and it was only they came to see the Bruce Hallam. Okay. Now, not out, said the umpire. Umpire said not out. The third ball took the edge of Uncle Kane's bat and passed through the slips. It went to the third man boundary. One more ball was there, third ball. When he hit the ball, he was just passed from the edge of the bat, and the ball went to the boundary where the fielder was there already stood. Okay, so third man boundary. Okay, lovely shot, exclaimed an elderly gentleman in the pavilion. So what is meant by pavilion? Pavilion is the place where people sit in stadium, okay, where the audience, the public sit to see the match. So from the public, one man shouted, "Lovely shot!" Okay, so a classic late cut, said another, and another person said a classic late cut. Uncle Cade had another 4 runs to his name. Then it was over, and the other batsman had to face the ball. He took a turn off the first ball and called for a second run. Uncle Ken thought 1 run was more than enough, but when the other batsman started running, he couldn't refuse to run, and he was halfway down the pitch when a fielder hit the wicket, and there could be no doubt this time Uncle Ken was run out. So student here अंकल के रन आउट हो गए थे. क्यों? क्योंकि जब वो ओवर खत्म हो गई और जब वो दूसरे बॉल मतलब दूसरी इनिंग में आए, दूसरे ओवर में he took a run off. उन्होंने रन ऑफ लिया. Okay, the first ball and called for a second run. The uncle Ken thought 1 run was more than enough. Okay, so Uncle Ken did not move from his place. He just stopped there. And when the another batsman was running, then he started late and he just reached at the middle only. And the fielder, who was the person of fielding, he just hit to the wickets. Okay, hit the wicket. And there could be no doubt this time Uncle Ken was run out. Students, all the new words from this lesson you highlight and write in your notebook in good handwriting. Okay, remaining part we will continue in our next video.